Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be showing y'all how I did these cute knotless boho braids on myself. So let's get into it. This is the package that the hair came in. It is OMG my hair. No, OMG her hair. As you can see on the comb that came in the package. And then the hair itself, which is like 2 strands of human hair connected by a thread, which is so convenient if you're doing your hair by yourself or just in general. Like if you've ever tried to do boho braids without this and just the straight human hair, it is so hard. Okay, so I'm about to go part this hair off camera because it's not pretty and y'all don't want to see it, trust me. Like I'm not a good parter, so it took me a long time. And I blow dried my hair first. Y'all don't have to do that, but it just makes it easier to part. So now I'm back, my parts are done, and I'm not gonna lie to y'all, this took me a while. Like you can tell by the state of my hair. I actually went through like 2 wash days with this. But anyway, we're gonna be using Shine and Jam gel, which I feel like it's the best when it comes to braiding because it keeps your hair like super smooth even if it's in its natural state. It holds it in place very good. So that's what I'm using. And I'm just smoothing down my roots with it. Make sure you use not too much, but you can use a generous amount just to hold your hair in place. So now I'm going to start braiding my hair down. And I only braid down like a little bit before I add the first strand of hair. Just braid down enough to where you can tell that your braid is solid, like it's not going anywhere, it's not going to unravel. So now I'm going to be adding in my first strand of hair. And like I said, it's really like a learn as you go kind of process. It's honestly not hard at all. Like for me, parting is harder than adding in the hair. But as you do your hair, you're going to learn like your own technique and figure it out. But what I did, and I'm going to give y'all a closer look to show y'all like my personal technique a little further along in the video. But first I'm going to braid it down. After I add in the first hair, I'm going to braid it down a few times, kind of about the same amount that I braided down before I added the hair in the first place. Just enough to get past like the thread part so you can't see that. Like once I get past that, I immediately take out the 1 strand. But make sure you get past that part because it is going to show if you don't. And honestly, it wasn't too bad. Like I had a few of those that I didn't go back and fix. But just to make it cleaner, make sure you go past the thread. And then braid down a few more times, same amount of times as before basically, before you add in that second strand of hair. And don't braid down too far or too little because you want the hair to kind of be like evenly spaced out. So now I'm adding in that second strand of hair. And this is kind of before I figured out my technique, like I said. So I was struggling a little bit to get it, but I just like to show you guys this part, like me struggling, just so like I give full transparency so y'all can see that if I can do it, y'all can do it, because I'm not no hairstylist, but look how my hair looked. Like I did that, period. So you're gonna braid down again past the thread before you pull out that second strand of hair. And another reason I was struggling in the beginning is because I didn't realize that I had enough hair to do like 3 strands for each braid. So I did on 1/2, not even half, on 1/3 of my hair I only used 1 strand of hair, and I had to go back and fix that because for whatever reason, based on the video that I watched in order to do this, I thought there was only 25 strands of human hair on each loop or each bundle or whatever. It's actually 50 strands of human hair. So keep that in mind. Don't be like me, because I didn't realize this until like I said, 1/3 of my hair was done. So I only used 2 strands on this braid, which wasn't too bad, but I think the best way to do this is to do 3 strands on each braid. It just makes your hair look so much fuller, especially if you're not adding any like braiding hair in, which I did not want to do because I wanted to get like the knotless kind of look. Then 3 strands is perfect. If you want the braid to be like the same thickness the whole way down, use 3 strands. So now I'm about halfway through my head. I figured out the 3 strand already, so that left side is all 3 strands. The part where it's like in the ponytail are the ones that I had to redo. But now I kind of got my technique down pat. So I'm gonna show y'all a closer look of what I did. So I got my Shine and Jam, you know, put that on my head. And I was using it, I didn't think I showed y'all, but I was like putting it on the hair as I braided down. Try to keep it away from the human hair so it doesn't get like stiff. But I was putting it on my natural hair as I was braiding down to keep everything tucked in, especially once I got towards the ends. Make sure you kind of saturate your hair with that Shine and Jam to keep them all tucked in. So I'm going to try to explain my technique to y'all. It might be a little bit confusing, but first, you're never going to add the hair in on the middle piece. Do it on the two outer pieces. So the left piece, I'm going to put the hair, the thread, I should say, in the back, like the back of the hair, and then I'm going to go behind the middle braid, and then the piece on the right is the piece that's going to be moving first. As you can see, yeah, I'm moving that hair first. So I'm going to put the thread kind of in the front. And I find it helpful to use the middle strand as kind of like the anchor, like to hold the thread up. If you know, like when you do it, you might be able to tell what I mean. Just like when you initially start braiding it in, kind of hold that middle piece up because it'll hold the thread up so it doesn't slide out of place. And then I'm going to braid down until I get past the thread before I take out that first strand. And of course, it'll probably be easier to use a clip or something to keep the hair out of the way once you put that strand up. But I just like to make my life as difficult as possible, you know, live on the edge, keep them on their toes, you know, never let them know your next move. Because I could have went and got like a clip. I definitely had some, but I used my mouth the whole time, and it did cause the hair sometimes to get in the way, but I did that. So anyways, once it's time to add in that second strand of hair, you're going to make sure that the strand that has the human hair is going to be in the middle, because you're not going to be adding the hair to the middle. You're going to be adding it to those outside strands. So as you can see, the curly piece is on the middle strand of my hair. And again, it's my left on the camera, but it's your right on the video, so it's a little confusing. But put the strand that's going to be moving first, that's the strand you're going to have the thread in front. The other strand, the thread is going to be behind it. Like you can see the strand that I'm moving first, I put it in the front. And make sure you're using that middle braid to kind of anchor it, pull it up, and then just braid it down. Like, y'all, this was so easy. I don't even need to kind of explain it, because y'all, I think y'all can figure it out. Like, it's so easy. Especially if you tried to do boho braids in the past. Like, I always try and then just give up after a few braids, because it's so hard, especially in the back, to try to get those silky smooth human hair pieces to stay in place. So OMGHERHAIR, I thank them so much for this, because I would have never gotten through this style trying to do it the other way. If you want to do your own boho, this is a game changer for sure. So see, I didn't braid down with that one. I feel like I could have braided down a little more, because like the top piece, I feel like it was still where it was connected to the thread. You can't see the thread, but I feel like I could have braided that down a little bit more. So I think I'm going to do 3 strands with this one. Yeah. So when you add in that last strand of human hair, obviously you have 2 now. So just make sure you're not adding it to the middle piece. So whichever strand does not have that human curly hair, make sure it's on one part of the outside. Then just do that same technique that I was doing before, or whatever you can figure out. Honestly, you're just adding the hair, and it's not that deep, it's not that complicated. Braid down, and I should have gotten a clip, because it looks like I'm about to accidentally mix the hair in and get confused, which I did a lot. But what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. You know, not everybody has all those extra tools to do their hair. So it works, okay? I made it work. So I'm gonna keep braiding down until I get to the end. And when you're doing it with 3 strands, it makes it so much easier when you're braiding down all the way to the end, because like you can see my hair is gonna end soon, but with the 3 strands I can just continue to braid and it's not really gonna show the fact that my hair ended. And when I watched the video on this style, I thought it was gonna be way easier because the girl's hair was shorter than mine. So she kind of like, she didn't have to do half as much braiding as I did before she was able to stop and like the curly pieces just hang. But in my mind, I didn't realize that my hair was almost as long as the curly hair. So yeah, if your hair is shorter, you're kind of blessed with this style because it's gonna go by way quicker. But just make sure you braid all the way down past your real hair. And then once I got to the end past my hair, I would just twist it, like I braided it and then I just twisted the human hair a little, just to be on the safe side, to keep it from unraveling. And it seemed to work for me because I haven't had any problems with the hair unraveling at all. You know, and just with the Shine and Jam, try not to put it on the ends of the hair because it's going to be stiff. Like, it's going to get on there a little bit, probably from your fingers or whatever, but yeah, look at that. Look how good my hair looks. I went to sleep after that last braid, so this is the next day. Y'all, this style took me all together, not counting breaks, I'd say it took like 10 hours. But I took a lot of breaks. Like, I have a full-time job and I was sick, so it did take me a minute to get this far, but I got it done before my vacation. This is the day of my vacation. So I was pushing it. Even though I bought the hair like 2 months prior and had the plan to do my hair, you know, something about me, I'm a plan, but I'm still gonna wait till the last minute. And like, that's why I say if I can do this, y'all can do this, because I'm a mess, but I still got it done. So literally, y'all spending $500, $600 plus on boho knotless, which I understand if you don't feel like doing it, but I feel like it's worth it to do it yourself, especially the satisfaction of saying like, wow, I did that. It's worth it. So I'm just gonna fast forward because y'all kind of get the gist. And if y'all pay attention, you can see like how much better my braiding and my technique got from that first braid I did. I got better and faster. Like, when I first started it, it was taking me 12 minutes for each braid, like on the dot. And then I got it down to about 7 minutes per braid, which makes a lot of difference when you're doing a lot of braids. So even if you start and you're feeling like, oh, this is not gonna look good, I'm not doing that well, do not give up. Just keep going, because as you go, you're gonna get it. And with a style like this one, you're lucky because with all the curly hair, it kind of hides a lot of your mistakes, because mostly you just see the curls, okay? So this is me literally on the way to the airport in my Uber finishing my hair. And my boyfriend literally thought I wasn't going to be able to finish my hair. He thought I was going to have to throw a wig on. Joke's on him, because it got done. Even if it was right before the airport, it still got finished, and that's all that matters. And I know my Uber was probably looking in the mirror like, this girl, like, black people. But I was trying not to make it too ghetto. I literally only had 1 braid left. I made sure I didn't drop anything in her car or whatever. And unfortunately, I wasn't able to get a good video of it immediately after, since I had to go catch my flight. But I still had some pictures that kind of show how good it looked. Like, this is it from the back. And I, the whole time, was like, the back of my hair don't matter. But it actually turned out really cute. You can't even tell that I don't know how to part. Body tee. This is a side view. The curls look so good. I'm so happy. Oh yeah, and then I got engaged, so I'm so glad that I finished my hair. I'm so glad it looks so cute. But yeah, thank y'all for watching, and I really hope you try out this style on yourself. because it was so easy and so worth it. So if you like this video, go ahead and give me a like and subscribe, because I got a lot more content coming for y'all. And if you end up doing this style, let me know in the comments how it worked out for y'all and if this video was helpful.